So good afternoon everybody, it's from Jayashree. I am going to take this operational amplifiers under the topic name is what? Opamp-Introduction. So Opamp-Introduction, what do you mean by Opamp? This is what? Operational amplifiers. So operational amplifier is a multi-stage amplifier which uses a number of amplifier stages interconnected to each other. The integrated Opamp offers all the advantages of monolithic integrated circuit such as small size, high reliability, reduced cost and less power consumption. Opamp amplifies the difference between the two signals and diminish the common signals. So this is what the symbol and terminals of this Opamp. So the Opamp has two input terminals, one output terminal and two supply voltage. The Opamp has two input terminal, one output terminal and two supply voltage terminals. The input terminal marked with negative sign is called as an inverting terminal. If we connect the input terminal to this terminal, then the amplifier output is 180° out of phase with respect to the input. The input terminal marked with negative sign is called as an inverting terminal. If we connect the input signal to this terminal, then the amplified output signal is 180° out of phase with respect to the input. These was the terminal, symbol and terminals, inverting input, non-inverting input, one output and two supply voltage are connected, positive and negative. And second one is what? Minus input, and the number 3 pin is what? Plus input, minus VCC, no connection, plus VCC for 7th pin, and 8th pin is what? Output, and 5th pin is what? Offset null. So this is what the input terminal marked with positive sign is called as a non-inverting terminal. If the input is applied to this pin, then the amplified output is in phase with the output. Offset null is used to nullify the offset voltage, and the pin number 8 is called as dummy pin. This is what the block diagram of this inverting terminal. The first one is what? Non-inverting terminal input, inverting terminal input, which is connected to the input stage. This stage gives the dual inputs balanced output differential amplifier. Next, the output of the input stage is given to the intermediate stage. Dual input unbalanced output differential amplifier. Here also the next stage is what? Intermediate stage, the level shifting stage, such as emitter follower using constant current source. Level shifting output is given to the output stage, complementary, supplementary or symmetry and push-pull amplifier. At last is fed back to the output. This is what this block diagram of this Opamp. The first one is what? Input stage contains the two inputs, non-inverting input, inverting input, and intermediate stage, level shifting stage, and output stage, at last output. This is what this explanation which is given, this input stage, intermediate stage and output stage. Input stage provides most of the voltage gain of the Opamp and decides input resistance. Intermediate stage is another differential amplifier which is driven by the output of the input stage. Due to direct coupling between the first two stages, the input of level shifting is an amplified signal with some non-zero DC level. Level shifting is used to bring this DC level to 0 volts with respect to ground. Output stage increase the current supplying capability of Opamp and also provide low output resistance. Okay, so let us summarize the today class. We have seen this Opamp introduction. So Opamp is basically a multi-stage amplifier which uses number of amplifier stages interconnected to each other. The integrated Opamp offers all the advantages of monolithic integrated circuits such as small size, high reliability, reduced cost and less power consumption. Opamp amplifies the difference between the two signals and diminish the common signal. So these are the terminals and the symbols of this Opamp. It has a two input terminal, one output terminal and two supply voltage. The input terminal marked with negative sign is called as an inverting terminal. If we connect the input signal to this terminal, then the amplified output is 180° out of phase with respect to the input. So next one is what? Input terminal with positive sign indicates a non-inverting terminal if the input is applied to this pin, then the amplified output is in phase with the input. Output null is used to nullify the output stage of the pin number 8 is the dummy pin. So there are 4 stages of the op-amp. Number 1 is input stage, intermediate stage, level shifting, and output stage, at last output. So thank you all.